Boundary Waters Traverse is just another overreaching documentary about finding a passion for something, which is running, and a passion for this area. And how do I mix these passions together so that my passion becomes something that is for the betterment of a community and the betterment of the world overall. So running 100 miles through the wilderness in the boundary waters of Minnesota, this beautiful place that I knew nothing about before I watched this. And we meet the Patagonia Trail team, who is aligned because of their passion for water conservation and rights for this area and protecting it from the mining that is so close to potentially trying to capitalize off these waters. Certain cool aspects of this, I mean, it's just the run in general, just to imagine that sort of the fact that people can run for that far. I freak out over a 26-mile race, and I'm like, just think they're doing 40 like it's nothing. I think it's cool that they can drink water right from the lake. I think it just shows you that there's aspects of this world that are so beautiful that don't need to be capitalized on. And it is frustrating that there are some people who probably make so much money off of the capitalism and probably live in vacation and in such pristine and beautiful places, do not have any sort of thought of the fact that they are completely ravishing the world for everyone else for their own gain. And it's such a beautiful place. It's like, I wonder if it can be conserved as a wild park, or it just is such a beautiful place that the thought that it could not be preserved in the future is very scary to me.
The Boundary Waters Traverse. This was an incredible film. I mean, I have so much respect for the ultra runners who run these marathons and doing what they're doing, because it's amazing what they can do. The film itself, I thought that the cinematography was jaw-droppingly beautiful. Looking at the forest and the waters and the whole reason why they were there doing this, I I just thought that it was incredible. They made it very educational about the boundary waters. I mean, within minutes, I understood what was going on, why they were so important, why everybody was rallying together to do these races. And yeah, the waters on our planet are incredibly important. Um, the wilderness too was gorgeous. I think that the filmmakers did a very, very smart choice in selecting the music that they used for this. Yeah, all of it was beautiful.
Save the boundary waters. We must come out of the paint cave and keep going. He took his passion for running in the wilderness and he transformed his passions for fighting towards the potential environmental crisis afoot at one of his places that he holds close to his heart. This PSA nature documentary focuses on 8 individuals running 110 miles, most of it being in the wilderness. There's notable figures here that only legitimize and only emphasize this moment for you. You see the mayor, one of the mayors of Minnesota, you see the brand Patagonia, and all of these people who have met Alex have felt so inspired by his presence that they have decided to join this endeavor with him. And it tells you a lot about his character from hearing how other people speak of him. What's so amazing is during this run, they can actually drink from the water itself. That's how clean and pure this water is. And there's people out there who are trying to create a mining gain from this area. And if it goes through, there will be inevitable destruction and polluted waters, which will cause detrimental damage among the masses. In the beginning, when he said he was going on this run, I was kind of expecting this camera footage to change, kind of thinking my mind went to GoPros, camera footage from your phone. But as you can see how much creative energy was invested into this piece by the cinematography alone. If it weren't for this short, I probably would be completely unaware of the happenings of this landmark. So it does its job in trying to give you the information to create a spark of conversation and interest, and makes you care enough to travel to these waters yourself, to take action. And humans have destroyed so much of this planet that we have to recognize to just let some areas just be on this earth. Our species depends on it.
I think Boundary Waters was a really great piece looking, at these ultra marathon runners and capturing the landscapes that they go through and seeing the issue of, these waters and these ecosystems being like encroached upon by sprawl and watching that and seeing that through this very unique perspective. I think the narrative was very clear, and I think you captured it in a way that was enticing for the audience to watch. And I think also, using a lot of these wide angles to capture the entire landscape that these runners are talking about too was also a really smart and creative idea. A really interesting subject and captured very, very well. I really want to commend you and say very well done.
This had a fantastic cinematic quality to it. I think it was a great choice to go ultra wide, given that the majority of the images are of landscapes, just beautiful landscapes. And I think that's an important choice when the main point here is to help preserve the boundary waters, to raise awareness of them. So, really, just using that landscape to its full potential was really smart choice, and it is beautifully captured again. And it's an important issue too, and it's a global issue. It's something that's happening in a lot of places right now. The just the sprawl encroaching on these types of natural landscapes. Definitely happening where I live right now too. So for that reason alone, I'm glad this one exists. But aside from that, it is really well done. There's a strong filmmaking sensibility behind this one, and really some interesting people telling their, showing us their perspective on the matter, and what the run means to them and all that. So yeah, great work.
Boundary Waters Traverse. Excellent encompassing of the environment, first and foremost. Just visually made the Boundary Waters locations pop off the screen, and I felt so drawn to them, even through my pixelated computer screen. I wanted to go and I wanted to experience it, and lucky enough, I got to with them. I just thought it was like very open and honest storytelling about their mission, about why they're going, and then bring us on the journey themselves. All the subjects just seemed very at ease and authentic, and I think that made for a more effective piece as well. But yeah, I love the cinematography, and I thought there was just really great pacing through the piece to give us the who, what, when, where, and why, but also invite us on this and to see how difficult it is, but also knowing the message behind it. You're like, of course we're gonna traverse further. Really good piece.